Hi friends, it's Amanda from the Herrick District Library, and today I'm going to show you how to make a cute little donut out of polymer clay.
For this project, you will need the following: a rolling pin, a pencil or some object to make your hole in your donut, a toothpick is also helpful, and 3 different colors of clay. I have used a tan piece, a dark brown piece, and a purple piece for our swirl. You will also want to make sure you have a mat to protect your workplace with, and clean hands to work with clay. For the first step, you want some nice polymer clay. I am using Sculpey III. What's nice about Sculpey III is that it is easily pliable and you can smush it really well and it bakes up. It's going to bake up really nice. So the first step, you're going to want to squish your clay around and get it nice and manageable. And if you want to add some dimension to your color, I was just taking a piece of the brown clay, just taking a little snippet of it off, warming it up between your fingers, and adding it into your clay. And you're just going to squish it around in there until it starts to come together. So you can see it's already starting to swirl. So you still want to keep playing with it until it becomes a totally brand new color. It's kind of fun to squish clay around. So we're going to keep squishing. As you can see, it's still pretty squishy, or it's still pretty, you can still see the lines in it here. So we know we're not quite done yet. We're going to want to keep going until you get a nice even color all the way around. This is going to take you a couple minutes. Then once you're satisfied with your color, I think that looks pretty good actually. What we're going to do is we're going to make the base of our donut. What you'll want to do is take your clay and put it in the palm of your hand, and we're going to roll it into a ball. And go really fast. Once you have a nice ball formed, just like that, you're just going to take your finger and you're going to gently press on the center. It's going to kind of look like that. And then we're going to make it even out. And kind of add to your, you can kind of push around your clay a little bit till you get the shape that you want it to be. So you want it round yet flat all at the same time. Just like that. So then our next step is going to be to take our pencil to make a hole into the center of our donut. So to do this, you're just going to take your pencil, and I like to do a twist motion into the clay until it gently comes out the other side, You can kind of keep going down into it. And then gently twist it back out. So then you will see you'll have a nice hole. From here, so you can see on the other side, kind of have a dome shape happening. So what I like to do is just kind of press my clay in and kind of reshape it a little bit. You can use your toothpick to help you do this. But your finger works just as well too. And from here, if your donut has kind of gotten strangely shaped, that's okay. Not all donuts are perfectly round, but if you don't like it, you can always reshape it just a little bit with your fingers, kind of remold it, or you can always start all over again. That's what's really great about clay. If you're not liking what you're seeing, just smush it all together and start all over. Now that we are done with our donut, the next piece we're going to want to work on is the frosting. So from here, we're going to take our clay. We're actually going to roll it into a ball as well. And then we're going to roll it out. You're going to want your frosting to be a little bit larger than your donut. So you get a nice overlay on top of your donut and you get like these nice little edges that makes it look even more like frosting. So we'll take our donut and I would lightly put it on top just to kind of see where you have it at. If it's too big or not too big. Because with polymer clay, if you push it all down right now and you don't like it, it might not come back off again. So if it looks good to you, you're just going to want to lightly press, lightly but firmly, press it in. As you can see, that looks like some delicious chocolate frosting on top of my donut. And then from here, you're going to want to make that donut hole again. You could leave it like this if you wanted. It could almost be more like an eclair of some kind. But if you want to make it with the hole, you're going to take your pencil again. Gently put it back in. Swirl, twist and turn until you've come through. And then I would twist and turn down to the bottom. It's kind of up to you, like you could take a little bit of the clay off. You have a lot on the top. But then you're just going to want to blend that clay in. If you don't like your hole size, you can kind of do it again from the other side. Like so. And then you're going to want to blend that top in. Once you are finished with putting your frosting on and getting it just the way you want it to look, you're going to do another layer swirl of frosting. So you're going to want to pick your next color. It can be any color you want. I'm just choosing this purpley color. You're going to smush it between your fingers. And then we're going to roll this out like a snake. So you're just going to take your finger, want to lightly press and roll up and down. So you make sure you want to get a nice even roll. And then what I like to do is I kind of like to measure it out before I lay it on. So we'll we'll see how this looks on here. Oh, that looks just about perfect actually. You can have it covering the hole or not covering the hole, or maybe being just off to the side a little. Then you're going to want to lightly push down on your frosting to make sure that that swirl is going to stay on for baking. I like to kind of push along just the edge there a little. Just the edge there a little. And there we go. You have made a cute and adorable donut that is ready for baking. Thanks so much for making cute little donuts with me today. I hope you had a lot of fun creating. I put instructions on how to bake polymer clay below in the description, but be sure to check your instructions on your box of polymer clay in case they might be different than mine. And again, I hope you had a lot of fun, and see you next time. Bye.